Hi, you guys. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I feel like I have been gone for a really, really long time. So, thank you so much for sticking around and for waiting for me. Like I mentioned on my post, I was going through kind of my own little retreat and withdrawal and trying to ground myself. And then my power went out because we had two major storms here in Maine back to back, and I didn't have power for a week, so that was definitely challenging. It would have been okay if I had a fireplace or if I had running water, but I didn't have either of those things. So my house was like in the 30s at one point, so it was freezing. I had to walk around with my winter clothes on, and it is what it is. But thankfully, I have it back now. So I hope everybody's doing well out there during this quarantine. I know it's some weird times that we're in, so hopefully you guys can find some peace and solitude. And yeah, so let me know how you've been and what you've been up to in this quarantine. So let's go ahead and do a collective reading. Okay, so this is going to be for whoever needs it. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is just for the collective. This is for a collective love story. Okay, so we're going to ask Spirit to bring through whatever love story is needed at this time. We're going to look at the connection between you and somebody else, how somebody's feeling about you, what's going on. So it's either going to be for you or it's not, but I'm intending, or I'm hoping to reach the collective here in whoever needs it the most at this time. So you can go ahead and set the intention or think about your person and maybe get the energy going here, and we'll see what's going on. Okay. So Spirit, please use me as a direct and clear channel for the highest and greatest good. For the collective, what kind of love story do we have going on right now? Where is the collective energy in love, twin flame, soulmate, whatever you resonate with? What's currently going on in love for the collective? How is your person feeling about you? What's the connection energy? Where are things heading in love? Whatever we need to know at this time. Okay, so I'm going to get some of these astrology cards actually and just see if we can get any specific signs that come out. This is just only for, I just want to see what kind of energy we're picking up on here. Anything specific, any sign that's specific here. It doesn't have to be only for this sign, but I just want to see what comes out. So anything that we need to know when it comes to any signs that are involved here. Any sign that we have. Libra. Okay, so we have Libra here. So this, again, it could be for some of you. For others of you, of course, it doesn't have to be, but that could just be something significant here. Let's get one more sign. Aquarius. All right, so we got two air signs here, Libra and Aquarius. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in a connection. So for the collective love energies at this time, what is the overall energy in love? So let's see here. What is the connection right now? What's going on right now in love between you and somebody else in the collective? What's the collective going through in love? What's the collective currently going through in love? These are the Messages of Love Oracle cards by All Things Intuitive. Okay, so we have strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. And at the bottom we have go slow. Take time to get to know each other. Okay, so this, for some of you, this could be somebody new. This could be somebody from your past. It might be that things have been kind of just very passionate, but it has not been very long standing or long, it hasn't been a long-term kind of commitment here, at least not up until this point. So there is something coming through here about a connection that is still kind of still building its way up to being more committal at this time, but something is coming through about it being very passionate, but maybe not very enduring. One more card for the collective love story right now. What's going on in the collective and love? Yeah, so we have time apart at the bottom. Some distance will help bring clarity. And then we have self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. So I do think that there's an energy right now that's you're being encouraged to focus on yourself. And so is maybe your person that you're dealing with here. I do think that for a lot of you, you are apart from somebody at this time. And there is maybe the reason is because things were very passionate, but you weren't seeing things really move forward. I feel like there is something about, needing to find stability, needing to find that stability either with this person or with something else. And I think that, yeah, firm boundaries are needed right now. So there is something going on here where the current collective is going through an energy of going within, having some self-care, having some better boundaries. And it is because that there's a connection that is passionate, and it might be even like a temptation I'm getting for some of you. But to know that it's more, it's going to help more to kind of put that energy back into yourself at the moment. So let's see what else we have. I'm going to use these Arrows of Love Oracle cards by Mystic Moon. So what is the current connection between you and somebody else at this time? What is the current, I mean, this is like the overall, but what is the current connection between you and this person? Let's go ahead and channel you and a specific person here for the collective. What is the current energy between the two of you right now? What is the current energy between the two of you? What is the current energy between you and them in the collective, whoever you're dealing with? We have Love and Lace, Innocence, and we have Perfect Match. Okay, so there could be a very strong tie here. This could be something that you feel is a perfect match for you. I like how these two hearts are kind of coming together here. And there might be something very innocent about this connection, even though it doesn't look innocent here, but it could be more of like, not innocent like that, but it's innocent in the way where it does, yeah, this just flew out here, love chords. You're still very connected to somebody. So both of you feel like you're very connected, but because of that, I feel there might be something that is also causing, like getting back to innocence is what I'm getting to, like getting back to innocence. Like this is very pure here, and it's like keeping the purity in a connection. And that might be that having more healthy boundaries right now will help that to happen here. Yeah, look at that, standards and boundaries. So that's where I feel this is. It might be that your connection needs to kind of get back to innocence, or it needs to get back to, or you need to get back to your purity, I guess, here. And for some of you, if you're not sexual with this person, then it could just be that it's more about your, whatever that is for you, your morals, or the way that you're approaching things in your own way. Because I feel like with this clear your energy field here too, and the Innocence card, it is about having to also find that perfect match for you. So for some of you, you're just seeking that perfect match. You're seeking that whole, that half that's going to help you feel, you know, like it's the right energy. So what's going on between the two of you? What's going on right now between you and somebody else for the collective, please, and love? What's going on between you and somebody else? Whoever the collective is thinking about, whoever the collective is dealing with. What's currently happening between the two of you? The Lovers just flew out here with the Page of Swords beneath this. I'm going to put it back, but it flew out. Current connection between the two of you. The collective, whoever you're thinking about. Five of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. That's a very sad type energy here. We do have the, wow, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Wands here at the bottom too. So the connection between you and somebody else right now seems like it is kind of heavy when it comes to the emotions, when it comes to grief, when it comes to waiting. This to me is like a waiting here. I've always seen this man as kind of just, he's waiting to see what's going to come out of the situation. He's waiting to see where this is going. So I feel like right now, this is a connection that I feel is still kind of alive, especially with that love chords that we had that flew out, and the lovers. I did see the Page of Swords too. So this is something where I feel you're waiting for this to, yeah, there's a hopeful energy here. You're waiting for things to either come into fruition or to let it go type of thing. I feel like things are hanging right now. Things are hanging in the air. There is some regret or there is some sadness going on. It could be from both of you here, but I feel like it's, I'm getting a bunch of messages. It could be for some of you, you feel like you did give yourself to this person, whoever this is, and you feel kind of, you just feel kind of sad, or you feel kind of empty, you know. And I think because there's something about boundaries here coming through twice, and so you may feel like you invested a lot of time, you invested your heart, you invested your emotions, and you may feel like you kind of either gave up your innocence. It's only for some of you, I feel, and then for others of you, it's just you both, the two of you together, feel like maybe you're not sure what's going on. I mean, you're both coming together this way, so you both feel kind of like, what are you going to do from here? Where is this connection heading from this point on? So if you're wondering if somebody feels kind of similar as you, I feel like they do, at least when it comes to feeling a little bit lost right now, a little bit confused about where this is heading. Because I think that you both do feel, yeah, there's a disappointment going on here. So I feel like there's a disappointment between you both right now. Why is there a disappointment right now? Why is there disappointment between you and this person right now in the collective? Why is there disappointment? It stopped moving. The Chariot flew out in reverse by itself here. I keep seeing this Queen of Wands. So this could be you for some of you. Eight of Pentacles would be, interestingly enough, coming from the Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. So I just feel like there was something that it just wasn't moving. It stopped moving. It could even be for this quarantine that we have going on too, because the Chariot can be about movement, but it was halted. It was the brakes were put on here. I mean, since we have this up here, I think that for a lot of you it is because it was very passionate, but it wasn't going anywhere. Since we have boundaries and standards here. But I feel too that your person feels like they let you down. They feel kind of unsure now what to do because they know that you did put the brakes on here. Somebody here is Three of Wands, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, Three of Cups, waiting, watching. Let's look at what's going on with the person that you're dealing with. Whoever the collective is dealing with. I'm going to take these up, actually. So what's going on then with your person? Let's see. Whoever the collective is dealing with here. So your connection, I feel, obviously came to a stop. There's some sadness. There's some feelings of not being sure, some disappointment here. So what's going on with the person that the collective is dealing with? Wherever the collective is thinking about. What's going on with your person right now? We have settling and we have offer. So I feel like this person is trying to figure out if they're wanting to just settle or if they're wanting to offer something. I feel like for some of you, this is like there could be like two situations going on here is what I'm picking up on for some of you, because you put your boundaries, yeah, this just flew out here. 3 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups. There's something about the boundaries that were set here, or that they feel like are going to be set here, has caused this person to feel like they want to offer something to you, but they feel like they have to make sure that they get out of their settling energy. So they're going through kind of like a reassessment of yeah, there's a new direction here, crossroads. This person's not sure if they want to let you go and just move on, or if they can actually step up the ladder and do something differently when it comes to you. That's what I'm getting here. So the fact that you did, for most of you, I feel like you did take yourself away from this equation, or you did at least take a step back, or they feel you kind of withdrawing. I do think this person could be somebody who's been stuck in the material world here. They have been stuck in kind of, yeah, wow, a fear-based mentality, a mask energy here. So they've been kind of at a place where they've been dragging you down into an energy where they kept you as, for some of you, like a passionate option, and then for others of you, if it wasn't that, they just kept you as maybe like a non-committal. They just they weren't available to be in a commitment. And so I feel like there's a disappointment on both ends, because I feel like there was a connection here. So they feel right now that they know that they've been settling, or they know that they have been kind of playing it safe. And I think that part of them wants to offer something. They've been in hermit mode. I think all of us have been in hermit mode, but this person has been having to sit with their own thoughts now, because they know that things are not moving anymore with you because of this. So it's like they have to really offer something else now at this point, and they know that. What's this settling energy about for your person the collective is dealing with? Yeah, the Moon and the 7 of Cups. So keeping things as just a thought, keeping things as a fantasy, keeping things as a, it's like they've been, I really feel like this person really kept you as an option. They really kept you as, it's more than an option though. Like this is a deep energy here. This is very, like, how should I explain this energy? Greedy, a little bit greedy I'm getting here, but also seeing things kind of in an illusion. This is like having so many options in front of you, but they're not real options. And so they've been sacrificing a connection with you that maybe for some of you could have been very good. And for others, you know, who knows what would have happened. But I feel either way, they didn't give it the proper chance here. And maybe they haven't for a long time, but this is just where they're at now. So they have been really going into their, yeah, this truth has already came out here. Ace of Swords, the World, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Star. Now they're being given a chance to maybe heal, to maybe try things differently, but they're the ones who have to take themselves out of that. And I think that you were a trigger for them to really have to do that, because there's too many, like they feel like they're dragging you down. This person feels kind of low. So what's this offer for your person, whatever you're dealing with? The Magician and the Justice card. It flew out sideways with the Star here again. Ace of Wands beneath that. So yeah, this person is being given kind of a chance here on what are they going to offer you next. I feel like the Magician has a lot of tools. The Magician has a lot of power, but if he doesn't use it right, then he can kind of also, he can hurt people, you know, he can misuse it. And I feel like with that Justice that came out sideways, it's like this person, I feel, is still kind of hanging between two worlds right now. They don't know if they can really offer anything different than they did before. Yep, Two of Wands. They don't know if they can offer anything different. So for some of them, they are settling for, let's see what they're settling for. Yeah, this is like somebody who's really in their head. This is definitely somebody who's been keeping you on and off for sure here. And I think that very complacent person, very complacent energy here. But it's almost like they're frustrated within themselves because they know that they can't keep continuing that. But yet there's something deeper going on with this person here. What's going on with this person that the collective is dealing with? Why do we have the Moon and the settling and the Seven of Cups here? What's going on with your person that the collective is dealing with? What's the Moon, the Seven of Cups, the settling card here for? Yeah, they have been healing though. Okay, so we have healing, old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. We have longing, someone is secretly yearning for you. We have forgiveness, forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. And we have true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. So I feel like for a lot of you, they do know that this connection with you has been at least at some point worthy of this or worthy of their attention or possibly even like a true love here. And I think that they are having to go through, let's just kind of flip that here, some forgiveness with maybe other aspects of their life here or also with you. Let's see how they feel about you. How does this person feel about you? Because it's like they want to manifest something. They want to manifest justice. They want to offer something better. But it's like somebody who's sitting and they have been doing the same thing over and over again. And they have to get up and drag themselves out of themselves. They have to really shift that. And that takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of dedication. So it's like in order to do that, they know that this would be a grand gesture. This is kind of similar to Aries reading that I just did. It could be because we're in Aries season here, but if that makes sense, like you can either wallow and feel self-pity for yourself, or you can do something about it. You can self-improve yourself, improve. And I think that's what that self-care is there for too. So they know that there has been some love around them, which I do think is you, that has been it's been emotionally fulfilling, physically fulfilling, and also unconditional, but they have not treated it as such because they were in the Moon's energy with the settling and the Seven of Cups. That's very much of an illusion energy, not seeing things clearly. So they need to kind of, I'm getting this person has a lot of, they have a lot of issues when it comes to forgiving others in their life and forgiving other aspects of their life here in order to move ahead. So they have been stuck in the past, but it doesn't mean they're stuck with another person. And for some of them, but they're stuck just in complacency here. And that has caused you both to obviously not move things forward. So with that justice that flew out sideways in the Magician, the power is all in their hands now. If they want to bring justice, they can. But if they want to repeat the same pattern, then they can do that too. That's the Justice card, or the Magician card. So with the offer, it's like they're going to manifest an offer here, but they know that offer has to be just. Because you have set your boundaries, it looks like. Yeah, this is a very personal issue. See, this has nothing to do with you. This person, whoever this is, has a lot of personal issues. How do they feel about you, this person that you're dealing with for the collective? How do they feel about you right now? How they feel about you. Oops. Yeah, they have a lot of trust issues. This is my Oracle deck, the Untold Truths of the Heart, the Untold Messages of the Heart. I can say my own deck, right? And it's available on my Etsy shop now if you are interested. Yeah, this person's struggling with, we have hurting you was never my intention, but now it's hurting me too. We have trust. I have a hard time trusting anyone. I'm doing just fine on my own. We have battle. I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let you go. And we have planning. I know that I want you in my future. I'm working on making the proper plans. Bottom of the deck, we have you are the one, the only one. Intensity, the feelings I have for you overwhelm me. So I'm definitely getting that this is somebody from your past for the majority of you. And I think that this has been a process. This has been somebody who I feel has definitely ghosted you here. It's like they've been holding on to you, but yet when they come close, they ghost you, which I think the collective has been dealing with for a long time. But this person I feel now, they have major trust issues going on. So if they keep pushing you away, they have major trust issues. And I think that your connection right now, it's good that you're both taking a step back, or that you are, because when you draw the line here, then it forces them to have to look at themselves, and especially during this quarantine too. So they feel guilty because they have tried to move on from you. They have tried to let you go, but they've had a hard time. That's what we have here. Someone is secretly yearning for you. I've tried my best to move on, but I have a hard time. So it doesn't mean they're going to necessarily make amends and make everything right, but they are battling right now with either bringing you justice and changing their complacent behavior, or just basically sitting in that and giving up. That's what they're battling right now. And I think that they do know that this is true, but they have to also bring you forgiveness. They have to ask for your, or yeah, they have to ask for your forgiveness here because they feel guilty, and also self-guilt, self-guilt here. So they didn't intend to hurt you the way that they did, because the moon with the 7 of Cups can be definitely some emotional deep issues here, or mental problems even. And I think they didn't intend to hurt you that way, and they feel guilty for that now. They do want you in their future. That's the 2 of Wands, the Justice, the Offer, the Magician. But right now they're being given a chance to heal their wounds, and if they don't heal them, then they just fall back into the same pattern. And I feel like putting a halt on this connection because of the continuous disappointment has forced them to look at it. It's like, what can you do when somebody sets the boundary, or they it's like when you change the way that you act, they either have to sit with regret, or they have to become the magician and manifest that offer. And I think that the energy of regret and wondering what if is very difficult to deal with. So it's almost like, too, I'm getting this person may want to just offer you justice. Because I feel like with the guilt being here, it doesn't mean they're just going to snap their fingers and be exactly who you want them to be. But I think there's something unresolved. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this 5 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles here. There's something unresolved with you both. And they still feel guilty because of the way that they had treated you. And so, yes, they could yearn for you still, but it's like they just need to make this right. They either to bring you this justice and to say that they're sorry and let the guilt off their chest, or to actually offer some second chance here. It's either one, I feel. And you actually putting this boundary forth has been the motivation for them to do that. See, this person's very defensive still. It's like, for some reason, they're still defensive. Let's get some emotions from them here. How's your person feeling about you for the collective here? How are they feeling about you specifically? What are their emotions for you? What is this person's emotions for you right now? How are they feeling about you, truly? Yeah. So we have here the confused card, disoriented, bewildered, and puzzled. We have the unfulfilled card, dissatisfied, incomplete, purposeless. We have the ashamed card, unworthy, disgraced, humiliated. And then the receptive card kind of flew out by itself in reverse, open, accepting, and welcome. Whoever this person is, I don't know who this is going to be for, but it feels like a very specific person who has just a really hard time, like, being happy or being fulfilled here. They have a hard time, like it says, trusting anyone, which has caused them to have a lack of openness to you. So then they push you away, and then this whole lesson of meeting this person is because of boundaries. So it's because of standards, because again, like I said, like you being the one to actually put that boundary forth has led them to have to only look inside. And they have not been a happy person, I feel. They've definitely been somebody who has had like a constant struggle, a constant internal battle of knowing that they're not really fulfilled. Yeah, see, the regret is here again. They're not really fulfilled, but they feel kind of ashamed, which is not, not a good energy for anybody to feel. And I feel like they have to really look at this because they don't feel worthy, because they've been anybody who's settling for whatever it is not feeling worthy on it. They, settling for anything. It could be a relationship, anything. And I think that the moon has to be looked at. The moon is deep. The moon is, why do we act the way we do? Why do we feel the way we do? Really assessing that on a deeper level. And if you don't, then you're always going to live your life as a superficial person. And I think they need to look at that, because they can be the magician. Anybody can be the magician. But if they don't open up to that, then they can't. So they're not sure how to bring justice to you right now. They're not sure. They're just not sure what to do. They don't know what to do here. What else? How's this person feeling about you for the collective? Whoever you're dealing with, how are they feeling about you right now? How are they feeling about you right now? Yeah, Temperance in reverse. Two of Pentacles. High Priestess. Page of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, the Temperance card being in reverse here is not a balanced energy. It's needing to balance our internal scales, like, to really find that balance. They have to do something differently. The Fool, they have to take a leap of faith here. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, they're waiting for the right time to break the ice, is what I'm getting here. They're waiting for the right time to break the ice. They're waiting for the right time to actually do this here. But it's definitely not a quick process. I feel like this person has quite a bit here going on. How's this person feeling about you right now? Dreaming of you. How are they feeling about you? Yeah, see, we have anticipation here. We have the love line revived at the bottom. We have deep conversation, and we have inspiration, fire in my soul. Yeah, this is the thing. I feel like this person really they're really anticipating this. Like it's an anticipation energy where they don't want to see this just float away. And this inspiration is kind of what I mean with the Magician and the Two of Wands. Like, they can make this their inspiration, because I feel like obviously if they feel inspired by you like this and they feel this connection with you, they feel it, but they just know that there's been so much disappointment here. So, and that's, I think, with this perfect match, this is what this is. It's a perfect match. And we already have the true love card being here too. So if you feel like this is for you and you feel like this person is a perfect match, even if there's been difficulties, I don't mean like abuse and things like that, but if there's been difficulties, it just has not been enduring. It's been passionate, and you both felt a passion. And that's why there's this cherry here too. There's a lot of sexual energy and anticipation with you both too, which further confuses them, because they know that they have to have a deep conversation with you too. So the High Priestess, Page of Cups, breaking the ice here. If they can get over their fear, they want to revive this with you. So we have Messenger and Love Line revived. It's like preparing for a deep conversation. They're preparing for some deep conversation here, which would be very hard for them, but they know that, again, that's what has to happen here. What is this deep conversation about? Or maybe some of you already had a deep conversation and it was an inspiration for them. Maybe you told them this about your boundaries. What is this deep conversation about? Yeah, Ace of Wands here, some form of inspiration. We have the Ace of Cups as well, and then the Six of Cups kind of flipped out in reverse. But it also could be them wanting to revive this, come out of the past and kind of revive this here. For a small percentage of you, you could be waiting on somebody who is still attached to somebody from their past, but it's more in a way where they're still actually like really connected to them, not just an obligation. But for most of you, I feel like they want to revive this with you from the past. Let's see what's blocking. What is the main blockage here? Whoever this person is that you're dealing with, what is the blockage? What's the barrier right now going on in the collective? What's the main barrier? Soulmate flew out. What's the main barrier here between you both, or for this person? Okay, the barrier is a barrier. We have pause, and we have communication. So there's something halting communication right now. And I feel like that's also with the High Priestess and the Page of Cups. Yeah, see, there's the Devil. So it's almost like the barrier is a barrier of communication for some reason. Like it's not allowed to happen. Because I'm seeing that Chariot in reverse here too. What is this barrier? Why is it not allowed to happen? Regret, crossroads, tribe, mute, twin flame vibrations. So again, there is a regret going on, a crossroads. It's like the barrier is still the mute, the pause. There's so much on hold here. It might be because of what we have going on, but I feel like this is more about something is holding this back right now. And I think that it's a lot of what this is over here for them, what they're going through. Yes, but there's something else here too. They could just be simply waiting for the right time. They're mute until they can still, it's like something is pending. It's really, really pending right now. And they really want to break the ice with this. They really want to have I'm seeing communication and a deep conversation here. They have an inspiration, a fire in their soul. See, they're anticipating it. So it's almost like they're already planning it. Yeah, we have the planning card here. They're already planning it, or they're already anticipating to at least bring some form of justice, some clarity, maybe even a reconciliation. But something is causing them to be muted right now. I think with the tribe card here, I always see this card as other people being involved. And I think that they're still at a crossroads on, again, are they going to sit with this regret or are they going to come through? And so, oops, right now it is simply the fact that it's still it's still being halted. Why is this being halted here? Why is this communication blocked right now? I need to take a step back because I'm still trying to figure out what I want. I know I've acted childishly. I don't know how to approach you now. We also have the shame card here, embarrassed, and then we have anger. I'm upset. I need some time to cool down. So you could be angry. They could be angry. They could be feeling embarrassed, ashamed. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know what happened, but I feel like they, yeah, they're holding you as a memory right now. They wish they could, a fantasy. That's the Seven of Cups too, and the Moon. They're seeing you in a warped perception right now, but not in a bad way, in a way where they want this, but yeah, they keep being drawn to you, but they don't know why. So they're confused as to why. Some of you, this person could just feel in the past that this was only a sexual connection. It was very intense, but they felt like that's all it was. Or maybe they've been struggling with that. Like it said, that they've been trying to move on, but they haven't been able to completely. But they don't know how to approach you now because they're trying to figure this out. I'm going to get some of these In the Shadows Oracle cards by All Things Intuitive. These are kind of shadowy. Yeah, they don't know what to say. So it's kind of like they don't know what to say even though they feel certain things. It's like a lot of struggle. I'm getting a very blocked throat chakra here too. Like a very blocked throat chakra. Like somebody who wants to say something but they feel like they just don't even know how to say it. And on top of that, they have their own personal trust issues too. So that contributes to them feeling like they can't manifest that. The Magician here, they can't step into that character right now. So they're almost like silently apologizing to you. It's like there's a silent anticipation here. Some of you might feel it intuitively. But with that Temperance card in reverse, they're not fully balanced. And that's why the Receptive card is also in reverse. See, they're not totally open of this. They need space. So I do think they're going to take their time with this, but at least I feel that if this resonates with you, this person is having to really sit with these thoughts about themselves, and are they going to kind of wallow in complacency, maybe not just with you but in general. That's just what I'm getting here. And because your connection to them is an inspiration, which would tell me that it might not be like in a cheesy way that you're an inspiration for them to believe in love again. I mean, yes, it could be for some of you, but I feel like it's more of an inspiration, like it's an inspiration for them to be a better person. This person wants to be a better person, maybe for you, but also just for themselves. And that's what these connections are for. You know, it's to teach us both lessons about each other. And that's what I feel this is. You're teaching your person here how to become a better person, and how to step into their power, because they haven't been seeing this true power, and something about you made them feel like maybe they couldn't have you, or now they can't have you, or they didn't understand why this was like maybe only a sexual connection, and then they didn't understand why they didn't shake it off. So you're an inspiration for them, as they maybe are for you, to set healthier boundaries for yourself. I can still see you standing there. Okay. Let's see. What do they want you to know about what's blocking them right now? What's blocking them? Yeah. I know more than you might think. I want to tell you so many things. I wish you would come back. Interesting. So they know more than you might think. I wonder what they know more about. So they might know something specific, or it might be that they know something here intuitively too. They know more than you might think. Wow. Your soul remembers this intense connection. It's almost like they know. I'm not getting that they may not be sitting there and thinking that this is a twin flame or a soulmate, but they might be feeling like maybe they did some research, or maybe they feel like they know that there's at least something deeper here that they can't shake off entirely. They wish you would come back. So I just feel like this person is not fully out of the woods when it comes to you and what you have been to them. What do they know more about? I'm just curious. Yeah, look at that. You already know the answer. Intuition, spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. One person is giving too much in this relationship. They know more about how they've been off balance here, but there's also something very intuitive between you both. Okay. So how do they see you? How do they see you just as a person? Who do they think you are? How do they see you? How does this person see you? How do they see the viewer? How do they see the viewer? I knew the devil was going to come out. I don't know why. I just knew it would. We have the devil with the judgment, 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands. Oops. The Tower. I think this is more about your boundaries though, because we have these cards that came up, and with the devil here and the judgment, this is you actually like calling judgment on what you want out of a partner. I feel with the King of Wands, you want somebody who's going to be a leader. You want somebody who's going to be acting with integrity here. Yeah, compromise. So I feel like they see you as somebody who has have basically set higher standards for yourself is what I'm seeing. How do they see you? How does this person see you? Yeah, they see that you're ascending right now. Ascending, mask, self-worth. So I feel like they see you as you've taken off the mask, or you don't want, it's like you don't want to be in a mask. You don't want to wear a mask anymore. And they know that they, again, cannot approach you. Yeah, look at metamorphosis. So they see that you've changed. They see that you're looking for this. For some of you, if you are in another partnership and perhaps you were in a codependent relationship, or you were in a toxic relationship, for one group of you, they could just see that you have really called judgment on yourself, and you have really taken yourself away from a toxic entanglement with another man or woman or whoever. And I feel like that could be for one group of you, because we have the 10 of Pentacles there. So it's either that you have set that boundary for that's what you're looking for, or you did have to step away from something when it comes to a marriage that's apart from them. How they see you. Who are you to them? How do they see you? Okay, yeah, so we have honeymoon and we have love cords here. So I still feel like they see you as this connection to them, connected to them here. Maybe this is, I don't feel like it's a new connection, but maybe for some of you it could be. So let's look at what's going to happen here, okay? Okay, so what's going to come out of the situation with with the person here that the collective is dealing with. Let's just say the next, few weeks or so. Where are things heading? What might this person do looking forward? I'll focus on them because you know what you're going to do. What might this person do that the collective is dealing with? Are they going to come forward to you? Are they going to approach you? What's going to happen here? How's this going to unfold? Okay, so we have the Death card here. We have the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Cups kind of flipped out like this by itself. I mean, the Nine of Wands is really somebody who is a warrior. They don't want to give up entirely. I feel though with the Ten of Cups, I mean, that's kind of like, that's everything here. But let's clarify this. I want to see a little bit more. What's the possible outcome of this connection? What is this person going to do? What's this person going to do moving forward? Yeah, I just saw this one, protected. You are safe and divinely protected here. And then we have leap of faith. It's safe to make the move that you're considering. And then we have chemistry. The attraction that you feel is mutual. So I do think that there's something about this connection is protected right now. And I feel like that's what the Nine of Wands is speaking to too. It's like a very... it's almost like this connection is being pushed off into the future a little bit because it's being protected at the moment. Maybe because it's just not the right time. Maybe because everything we have going on here. Same thing with in the middle, we had the muted conversation or communication. Because I feel like they want to take this move towards you. But there's something about like an apprehensive energy here. And I think that it's not only because of their fears, it's because there's something about them feeling too, interference. There could be an interference still going on, which could be why things are protected right now. It's like the Ten of Cups is, I keep getting that, like the Ten of Cups is it's being watched. The Ten of Cups with you is being looked at from afar without being approached until the time is right. And in the meantime, it's protected. Even if it doesn't result in them coming forward, it's still protected. What actions will they take towards you? Yeah, it's not going to be right now. See, we have the mute card. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a third party here. Mute, deception, third party. We have mirroring and we have purge. You both really trigger each other, I'm getting. You both definitely are mirroring each other. There is something that's causing... Yeah, so what I'm getting is that this person here, it wasn't coming through so much in the blockage. I feel like... yeah, they regret this with the Divine Feminine, which is you, because you put your boundaries up. But they have something going on when it comes to their material world or things that are more trivial, more deceptive. And they have to keep a silent word right now when it comes to you, even though they're seeing you as their Ten of Cups. So it's like they've put you in a box. I don't know how that makes you feel, but they put you in a box as their Ten of Cups. Yeah, they're still attached to you. See, we have return here. They're still attached to you because they can't shake it. But it's like, I know, yeah, because this is a twin flame connection for a lot of you. That's why. They know that you're their Ten of Cups, but they've put you aside while they deal with this other thing, which I don't really feel is what they want to be involved with as a karmic partner. Yeah, so all this is coming out now, commitment. So I feel like this, for some of you, this is already over with though, because it wasn't really coming through. I think that yeah, I mean, this is all really, they want to tell you so many things because they feel like this is, they're still kind of attached to this with you here, but they want to tell you so many things, but they're muted right now. They can't tell you this right now. So they've put you, yeah, that's why the Nine of Cups is in reverse too, because they can't have this right now. And but your connection is being protected. So see, this is being protected right now. It's almost like they are protecting it, but the universe is also protecting it at the moment. But again, that doesn't, I move on in the meantime, I feel is always the best thing to do, not to wait for it. But I just feel like this is what it's saying, is that it is protected at the moment because it feels more sacred. It's just that they didn't know. They know something more about you now than they did before. They know something more about you now in their intuition. They know that this has been something more spiritual. They know that this has been, there's a reason why things have been unbalanced. But see, the communication that's pending from them is paused right now. Chariot in reverse, disappointment. And I think for a lot of you, it is because there's clearly a third party interference here. For some, that's you that has a third party, and for others, that's them, or maybe both of you. And I think that it's being paused at the moment, and that's why there's so much like lack of completion here between you both, because you both know that you didn't really end it the proper way. But they feel like they did something that was childish here. So maybe they, whatever that is. So they're pending this offer towards you because they're not open yet. They want to have a deep conversation with you. See how that's adding up too with, I want to tell you so many things. They want to tell you so many things because they want to open up more, that you're an inspiration for this person here. Again, they're waiting for the right time. Because they're anticipating you a lot. So I do feel for most of you, this has been like a passionate thing that either never got off the ground or it just has never, it's just been very on and off. And there has been interference here, either just recently or for a long time. They feel confused. They feel ashamed. They feel like a lot of stuff has caused them to feel a lack of trust as well. And they've been very complacent. So they feel they have a deeper understanding now intuitively of you, and they're just not able to talk right now. Still don't really know why that is, but they're not, it could be different for a lot of you, but I feel with that third party we had at the end, it's either that they just feel simply embarrassed because they can't seem to figure out how to apologize for you or to you, or they do indeed have something going on that is physically causing them to not be able to approach you right now. But either way, they've been very settling with that energy. And there is something about the two of you that I feel they kind of put it more in a light of the early stages. Even if you've known each other, it's kind of like they like that early stage with you. They like that for some sexual, and then for others they just like that thrill. So that's also a part of what's kind of tricky, because they don't feel 100% sure. So all right, so anyway, I know this has been kind of a longer reading, but I'm just going to pull one card for what this third party is, and then I'm going to get the final messages from them, and then we'll leave it there. But I haven't done an update in a while, so what is going on with this third party and deception? Sometimes I feel like I just rant. just want to know what's going on with this third party and deception right now. Spirit, this person. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles and the Star here. Five of Pentacles, Emperor, Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles. So I do think this person has been going through something with a third party that seems to be very on and off here for them. I think this is probably somebody who's had their energy elsewhere at times in a kind of a player way, but something happened here with the deception card. So I feel like they either you found out or something happened here. I feel third party. Yeah, Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords. Some information was revealed. I don't know who that is, but some information was revealed, and now there's some sticky situation going on with the third party. It doesn't have to be like a marriage or anything like that. It could just be that there was at some time there was an external party here. All right, so let's just go ahead and look at the final messages from them. I'm going to use these twin flame messages from Mystic Moon. Let's just see anything final that they want to say. Anything final that they want to say. Anything else that this person wants to say to you right now? To the collective, whoever you're dealing with. Anything that they want to say. Anything that this person wants you to know. Collective love energies. Yeah, so no other compares to you. I think this is what this whole thing has been anyway. They feel like they can't really let you go, even though they're so muted here. We have, I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. Yeah, that could just be purely what that is. They don't even know how to apologize right now. They don't even know how to talk right now. Yeah, I feel safer in the silence. This person's going to take some time to articulate their words right now. It's really hard for me to open up. Lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. So pretty much just summarizes this here. They just have a hard time opening up. They just have a hard time really finding the right words to say to you. But they also feel like no other compares to you. They don't know how to detach entirely right now. But like everything here, I feel like they're just confused and they don't know what to do now. But hopefully, you know, in time, this will, yeah, it's even though I don't show it, I'm sorry for how things went between us. In time, I feel like there will be at least some justice that will be served, and that could just be your closure. That could be the clarity that you need, okay? I feel like this person is definitely comparing you to other people. I still hold a piece of you in my heart. Yeah, comparing you to others, comparing you to their partner maybe for some, or just the energy of knowing that they feel still connected to you. So this is probably going to be like a, you know, soul connections and separation type reading for those of you who had a very strong connection with somebody and you just parted ways. That's what I'm seeing. So I really hope this reading could help, though, some of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be posting the love readings for May for all of the signs. And please stay safe during this time. Stay healthy. And I will talk to you guys soon. Much love.